Hey guys, SpinoDude here. I hope you're all doing really well, and today we will be looking at a Jurassic Park 3 figure, so Marvin, bring it out. Thank you, Marvin. Now today guys, we'll be taking a look at this. It is the Jurassic Park 3 Re-Ak-A-Tak Pack Raptor from Hasbro. I think the Re-Ak-A-Tak series was a great line of toys. It's very memorable for me to look back and take a closer look at these because these were some of my favorite toys growing up. So yeah guys, why don't we get cracking with the review. Also guys, I have a new background. Let me know what you think of it down below in the comments and leave a like. Also guys, before I start reviewing, I just want to make it clear that I will not be going over the scientific accuracy of the Jurassic Park toys that I review on this channel, just because in the storyline it is explained for Jurassic Park and Jurassic World that the dinosaurs aren't 100% organic with their dinosaur DNA. There's other DNA used to fill the gaps, which changes their appearance in the movies. So without further ado, let's start taking a closer look at this guy. So we're going to start off at the head, which I think is the most popular part of any dinosaur toy. You can see a really nice head sculpt, and this looks almost identical to the raptor we see in Jurassic Park 3, which was great. This is why I love the Jurassic Park 3 toys, because Hasbro made the dinosaurs look almost exactly like they were from Jurassic Park 3. With some exceptions, but I think they did really well, especially with this Pack Raptor here. You can see the lovely blue color and the snout there. The nostrils are carved out with a black stripe going down and turning into these bristles of orangey, burnt orange colored quills on the back of the head. You can see a black stripe going along the crests over the eye and the snout here. You can see the gray color, which is the main color of the body. You can see the black going around the eye there with a lovely glossy red painted eye with a black pupil. Looks really menacing. As far as the mouth goes with this creature, the mouth is intended for play. It's part of the action feature, which I'll show you coming up soon. But I think they did as good a job as they could with it, especially with the play feature that they included in the head here. The only thing I think they could have done better is the bottom jaw is way too long compared to the upper jaw. It sort of gives this menacing look to the raptor, but I think it would have been better if, like in the movie, the bottom jaw was the same length, if not a little bit shorter than the top of the skull there. The tongue inside has been sculpted and painted. I'll show you that closer in a little while. Moving down the neck, you can see some really nice creases and folds. Unfortunately, there's a seam between the skull and the neck, but for a pretty cheap toy, this is really good quality though, especially for Jurassic Park collectors. So you can see the black stripe and the blue stripe going down the neck there, and you can see that on the very back turns into some burnt orange striping, which looks really nice going along the back. I love this pattern, almost like a tribal pattern going down the entire back of the creature. Here you can see the dino damage wound with the piece of bone sticking out. Now unfortunately I do not have batteries in these anymore, and I don't have any batteries that fit in them currently when I'm reviewing these, but basically you would just press on this button, it would make a wounded noise, and that's why you make your dinosaurs fight. So moving down the front arm here, you can see really nice creases and folds in the skin. You can see really nice black tipped claws there, really ferocious looking. Really nice wrinkly skin around the legs here. You can see the Jurassic Park 3 logo with the slash mark there. Black striping on the front of the leg. I love the tensing musculature going down the foot here, and the large scales on top of the foot with the menacing claws. I think it would have been better if the large prominent claw for all raptors was much larger than just the regular claws, but I think it works out okay as this toy. I think it would have been much better to have a larger claw that all raptors have. Anyways, I really like the shaping of the leg. So moving up the back here, you can see nice colorations and scaling detail, really nice. You can see this seam here. This can't be helped sometimes in manufacturing when they have to connect certain parts together, so that's excusable. Moving up the tail, you can see there's very consistent detail, almost the same throughout the entire model. You can see the tail swooshing up there. Spinning over to the other side. Basically the same as the other side of the tail. Right here, these two little divots in the back is where the sound would emit when the toy was in working condition. The really nice coloration, some dark gray stripes with some black stripes, wrinkled skin there. You can see really nice sculpted legs. Very nice. You saw they're almost identically mirrored in just different poses. For the sculpt is almost exactly the same for those. Same with the arms. You can see the nice tipped claws again, black tipped claws. Moving up the neck, really nice wrinkled skin. Very nice. And then we're back up to the menacing head sculpt from the Jurassic Park 3 Raptor saw earlier. I do want to point out that the teeth are a little bit large for the Raptor, but sometimes that cannot be helped when they're making a toy that's supposed to be stable for children to play with as well. So in terms of play value with this toy, there's plenty of articulation with this figure. Starting up at the arms, you can move the arms up and down, both of them. You can even bend them a little bit if you want to make it like he's almost slashing. The arms move really nice. The legs each have articulation, so you can move them forward and back. You can even get him into a upstanding pose like that. It's a little bit difficult to get him into a pose like that. In the packaging, you can show that it's intended to have him sort of leaning on his front arm there with the tail flicking up, which I think is a nice pose. And the main action feature with this toy was there was a button inside the neck that would feature a roar sound effect and the Velociraptor calling sound effect, and you push on this button on the throat and it would make the sound effects as well as some biting sound effects, so it would go in sort of a cycle. So you can see that really nice, and you can open it up. You can open up the mouth and see the nicely sculpted tongue on the inside. That's about all there is for detail inside the mouth though. But you're probably wondering just how big this figure is, so Marvin, bring out the ruler. Thank you, Marvin. Alright guys, now we have our trusty flexi ruler. So in terms of length with this guy, starting off with a very long bottom jaw, all the way to the tip of the tail, we're looking at about 7 inches. And in terms of the height, all the way to the very top of the tail, we are looking at 7 inches. For comparison, here is the Jurassic Park 3 Re-Ak-A-Tak Pack Raptor next to the Hasbro Mini Jurassic World Blind Bag Velociraptor. If you want to see the opening of all the blind bags, the link to that video is down below. I think these two look good together. Maybe this one as a baby, that one as an adult, but I think it would be more appropriate if you had the gray variant of this small blind bag dinosaur to go with the larger one. Next up for comparison, here's the Pack Raptor next to the Camo Extreme Arctic Stegosaurus. Link to this review is down below if you want to see that. I think these two look good next to each other, although they are from 2 different lines from Hasbro. So the Stegosaurus is from the much smaller toys that Hasbro made for Jurassic Park. And finally, here's the Jurassic Park 3 Pack Raptor next to the Jurassic Park 3 Camo Extreme Arctic Spinosaurus, who is having trouble standing. Please stand up. There we go, finally, he just had to be spun around. Now the link for this review is down below if you want to see that on the channel. I think these two look good next to each other, although the Pack Raptor is from the Re-Ak-A-Tak series and the Camo Extreme series is made with much smaller dinosaurs, so I think they're more appropriately displayed with their own series. There we have it guys, that was today's look at the Jurassic Park 3 Re-Ak-A-Tak Pack Raptor. I think this is a great toy, especially for the value when it came out when Jurassic Park 3 was released. I think it was a great collectible for adults, and it had great play value for younger kids as well. So anyway guys, if you enjoyed this review, leave a like down below and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.